Do you want to improve your English speaking skills? If you're reading this, I bet you do. Here's the truth. You can't master speaking English by studying grammar alone or just by listening to others speak. To become fluent, you have to actually speak. But what if you don't have someone to practice with? Don't worry. There's an effective technique that allows you to improve your spoken English entirely on your own. No speaking partner is required. This technique can help you enhance many aspects of your English sentence structure, grammar, vocabulary, and most importantly, your ability to express thoughts and ideas clearly. So, what is this technique? The power of imitation. Imitation is more than just parroting words. It's about listening to conversations, stories, or speeches, and then recreating them in your own words. Here's how it works. Listen carefully. Start by listening to a conversation, story, or any piece of speech in English. Pay attention to the vocabulary, sentence structures, and expressions. Recreate in your own words. After listening, try to repeat what you heard, but not word for word. Instead, express the same ideas using your own vocabulary and sentence structure. Let's break it down with an example. Original. When I was a child, my parents liked to pretend that Santa Claus would bring us presents at Christmas. On Christmas morning, we'd wake up to find gifts in front of the fireplace. Your version, when he was a child, his parents pretended that Santa Claus brought presents for Christmas. He and his siblings would wake up to find gifts near the fireplace. Notice how the key ideas remain the same, but the words and structure are slightly different. Easy to hard imitation. This technique works best when you use a step-by-step approach. I call it the easy to hard imitation method. Here's how you can implement it. Start small. Begin with short phrases or simple sentences. Listen, pause, and repeat them in your own words. Progress to longer sentences. Once you're comfortable with short phrases, try imitating longer sentences or groups of sentences. Recreate entire speeches. Challenge yourself by listening to an entire speech or story, and then delivering it in your own words. Why imitation works. Imitation is one of the most natural ways to learn a language. Think about how babies learn to speak. They don't study grammar rules, they imitate adults. Here's why this method is so effective. Implicit grammar learning. Instead of memorizing grammar rules, you absorb them naturally by listening and repeating correct English. This process is called implicit learning, and it's how native speakers learn their first language. Improved sentence formation. By imitating correct English, you learn to structure sentences properly without even realizing it. Expanded vocabulary and expressions. You'll pick up idioms, phrases, and natural speaking patterns used in everyday conversations. Focus on communication. Imitation trains you to focus on understanding and expressing ideas rather than worrying about grammar rules. Remember, the key to fluency is practice, and with this technique, you can practice anytime, anywhere. So, let's get started and take your English skills to the next level.